You are listening to Connection Quest, where every episode is a heartwarming journey to unravel the mysteries of love, intimacy, and the art of meaningful relationships. Join Miku as he explores the real, sometimes messy, always meaningful paths to building stronger, more vibrant romantic bonds. Forget quick fixes. We're digging into the heart of connection, understanding, communication, intimacy, and growing together. Ready to deepen your relationship journey? Let's
Hey
begin.
everyone, welcome back to Connection Quest. I'm your host, Miku, and today we are diving deeper into a topic we started exploring in our last episode: how our past, particularly our emotional baggage, shows up in our current relationships. Joining me again is the wonderful Dr. Bora Saik. Thank you for being here, Bora.
It's my pleasure to be back, Miku. I'm excited to continue our discussion. Last time, we touched on some key ways past experiences can influence our romantic lives, and I think there's so much more to unpack there.
Absolutely. We talked a bit about the general impact of emotional baggage, but today I want us to delve into specific scenarios and maybe even some hypotheticals to really paint a picture for our listeners. I guess a good place to start is by discussing how unresolved issues can surface in unexpected ways.
That's a great idea, Miku. Often, unresolved issues from our past make us overreact or become overly sensitive in situations that wouldn't otherwise trigger such a response. For example, someone who experienced betrayal in the past might have trust issues in their current relationship, even if there's no basis for mistrust.
Right, right. It's like a wound that never healed properly, and even the slightest touch can cause pain. Have you ever come across a case where past baggage manifested in a surprising way?
Indeed, I have. I recall working with a client who had grown up in a household where emotions were not openly expressed, leading to her becoming uncomfortable with any kind of emotional vulnerability. This baggage showed up in her adult relationships as a reluctance to express affection or share her feelings, often causing her partners to feel disconnected.
That's such an important point, Bora. It really highlights how sometimes our past doesn't just affect us in obvious ways, like fear of betrayal, but also in subtler, more underlying ways.
Absolutely, Miku. Another common manifestation is repeating patterns. Have you ever noticed someone who keeps entering relationships with the same type of partner, only to encounter the same issues each time?
Yes, totally. It's like they're unintentionally drawn to a certain dynamic because it's familiar, even if it's not exactly healthy. Why do you think that happens?
Well, familiarity is comfortable, even when it's not healthy. Our brains often try to recreate familiar conditions, thinking they might solve the unresolved issue from the past. It's like trying to replay a scenario until we get it right, though this often just reopens old wounds.
And that can be such a painful cycle. On a more hopeful note, though, how can people begin to break these patterns and address their past baggage?
The first step is awareness. Being conscious of these patterns and recognizing them as they happen is crucial. Then, there's the hard work of processing these emotions, often with the help of therapy or self-reflection tools. It's about understanding that that was then, and this is now, and that you're in a different place with different opportunities.
I love that. As someone who's navigated my own labyrinth of heartbreak, sometimes it feels like peeling back layers upon layers. It's exhausting, but transformative work. Do you think every relationship we have serves as a mirror to these issues?
In many ways, yes. Our partners often serve as mirrors in which we can see ourselves more clearly, including parts of us we'd rather not face. This reflection can instigate growth, but it's also where the concept of projection comes into play. Those unprocessed feelings can be projected onto our partners without us even realizing it.
That's fascinating, Bora. So, when we snap at a partner for something minor, it could be unhealed layers of our past talking?
Exactly, Miku. It's a defense mechanism, albeit a maladaptive one. The key is to differentiate between the present moment and past emotions we're holding on to. This differentiation can be challenging but incredibly rewarding.
It's like learning a new language, the language of our emotions and history. I think if more people understood this, relationships would become a bit less of a battlefield and more a place of understanding and healing.
Yes, relationships can transform into sanctuaries for growth rather than arenas for conflict. But it requires a mutual effort. Both partners need to be aware and committed to growth for the dynamics to change.
Speaking of mutuality, do you think couples therapy is necessary? Or can individuals work on their baggage independently to see a tangible benefit in their relationships?
While individual work is crucial, couples therapy can be immensely beneficial, even for individuals attempting to tackle their baggage. It offers a supportive environment facilitated by a professional who can help navigate these complex emotions and uncover patterns neither partner might see independently.
It sounds like a way to skip a few steps in the journey, in a good way, accelerating understanding on both sides. Plus, it provides an opportunity to learn to communicate more effectively, which we know is the bedrock of anything healthy.
That's a great point, Miku. Communication and empathy are essential, and tools like active listening and validation can really help partners connect on a deeper level. These are skills we often assume we possess, but they take serious, intentional practice.
Hey, yes. It's almost like we need to unlearn what we think we know and relearn how to be genuinely open and present for our partners. Do you have any favorite exercises or practices you recommend for couples?
Definitely. One simple yet powerful exercise is the circular questioning technique, where each partner takes turns asking open-ended questions without interruption, followed by a brief reflection on what they heard. It's a great way to break the habit of preparing a response while the other person is speaking.
That sounds intriguing, forcing a pause to really hear the other person. I think that's often what's missing in fast-paced lives. We're so quick to move and react.
True. And reclaiming that sense of presence within a relationship can do wonders. It's about fostering a deeper connection that transcends surface-level exchanges and delves into understanding each other's emotional worlds.
Bora, this has been such a rich discussion, and honestly quite empowering. It's comforting to know that while past baggage is a formidable challenge, it's not an insurmountable one.
Absolutely, Miku. The path to healthier relationships is paved with self-awareness, understanding, and intentional action. Remembering that helps us move forward with hope and resilience.
Thank you so much, Bora, for joining us again and sharing your invaluable insights. To all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Let's continue the conversation online and keep supporting each other in our connection quest.
Thank you, Miku. It's always a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity we have to explore these compelling topics together. Take care, everyone.